Hi guys, my name is Kim, and I wanted to make this video because I've been going through anal fissure issues, and 3 weeks ago I got my sphincterotomy for it, and I was going online trying to look for more first-hand experience of people that have been going through what I have been going through. In this video, I'm just going to explain my sphincterotomy, and I will have another video discussing the whole anal fissure thing, how I got diagnosed, what happened, all of those months. It was about 4 or 5 months before I even got my sphincterotomy, and I'll have another video that will explain my whole process with my doctors and everything. But right now I just wanted to talk about my sphincterotomy. Like I said, I got my sphincterotomy about 3 weeks ago. 3 weeks ago yesterday on a Thursday. And I just wanted to let you guys know that it seems like a scary thing to have done, but it actually wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. So I went in at 9 o'clock. I was supposed to go in at 9. They didn't call me back until around 9:20. Took me to a room, started putting the IVs and all that stuff in. For me, I had to get enemas done. So as soon as I got in the hospital, I had to get 2 enemas done. I had to get one first, and then 20 minutes later do the other one. I guess the doctor just wanted me to flush out my rectum and stuff, so I went ahead and I did that at the hospital. Got my IV in and I just waited. I literally waited for the process. I didn't go in the back till around 9:20, and I didn't see the doctor came in to come and check on me, make sure everything was okay. The anesthesiologist did, but I wasn't taken into the room until around 11:30. So it was actually very, very quick, very easy. You know, they stick an IV in you, and like I said, I did the enemas. They ask you questions, and then the anesthesiologist assistant came once they were ready for me. They put a cap on my head, and she put this sleeping stuff, I guess, whatever it was, on me in the pre-op room even before I got to the operation room. So didn't feel anything. I was completely out. When I woke up from my sphincterotomy, I was sore. Not so much pain, because the doctor had told my husband that she had given me some type of anesthesia that was going to last about 2 to 3 days, so I wouldn't feel so much of the pain. So that really was very helpful. I woke up and all I felt was sore. When I woke up, they told me that it's pretty much a tampon. It's bigger than a tampon. It's not wise, but like height wise, it was just much bigger than a tampon. So I had that in there, plus towels and stuff to help control the bleeding, because I was bleeding a lot. So I woke up still very loopy. But yeah, it took about 30 minutes. They discharged me that same day. They sent me home with Norcos and Dulcolax, and they sent me home that day. That day, I obviously did not do anything. It was painful but more sore to sit down and stuff. So I came home and just laid down. I didn't use the restroom that first day, and I left the dressing, that tampon, in there that whole night. So I did have to pass gas, but I just held it because I did have to keep that dressing in there to hold any blood or anything that was going to come out. So then I went to bed that night. I didn't have pain. I didn't take any pain medications or anything. I was just sore. So it was hard for me to like roll over in the bed and stuff like that. Didn't have much of an appetite, but I did eat. And I did take Miralax though. The doctor said it was okay to take Miralax. I didn't take the Docalax that the doctor gave me because stool softeners just don't do anything for me. So I did take that, the Miralax, and the second day when I woke up, did not use the restroom at all. I was trying to, not because I was afraid, but I was trying to, and I got a little bit constipated due to everything that was going on down there, and due to the anesthesia and the antibiotics and everything they put. My digestive system is just very sensitive to medication, so any type of medication that goes in my system, my intestines completely freeze up and I get constipated. So that's what happened. I took the dressing out. I thought taking the dressing out was going to be absolutely painful, but it wasn't. You just have the string, you pull it out like a tampon. It was just sore. So that first day I did have like yellowish discharge coming out and along with blood, but I could not use the restroom. So that whole day, again, just took the Miralax. That whole day, I really didn't feel any pain either. It wasn't until the third day. So that third day, I went to the restroom. That day, I actually went to the restroom 4 times. Going to the restroom itself was not painful. What was painful was that immediately after I let go of everything, it's like this burning sensation that I had from the incision cut all the way down to my leg, all the way down to my calf. I would just feel like this burning sensation. It was pretty bad. The going to the restroom itself didn't hurt. It was afterwards is what hurt. But I will tell you that the way that they did it, well, the way that my doctor did it, she made an incision on the opposite side of where my fissure was. So my fissure was on the right side, on my right side. So she made an incision on the left side in order to relax the muscle to let the fissure heal and the wound itself and this incision itself heal. So that's what I had. I immediately got into the shower, cleaned myself out, and a very hot shower is what saved me those first, like those 3, 4, 5, 5th, and 6th day are those hot showers that saved me, because as soon as I would take the hot shower and put it right on my butt, it would completely subside that pain. So it was great. I did take the sitz baths. Make sure you always clean yourself out because you do not want an infection at all. Till this day, I still take 4 to 5 showers a day, and I do my sitz baths and stuff. So I'm constantly washing myself out. The last thing I need is a complication because I was too lazy to wash myself out. So the third day, I did start feeling pain. Like I said, it was that burning feeling. We'd get in the shower, it would subside, but about an hour later, I would get that same burning pain. It was just burning. It felt like burning needle pricks. Because like I said, my digestive system is just very sensitive to medication, and she gave me Norcos, and I know Norcos will immediately constipate me, making things worse for me. So I dealt with the pain, but it wasn't a pain that lasted the entire day. I am going to admit that pain did make me cry, but it only lasted for about 30 minutes, and then it would completely subside, and that was it. It wasn't like for me, it wasn't like an all day pain where I just had to take pain medication because it was hours and hours. No. I stuck it out for about 20 to 30 minutes. Pain would go away, and then I would be okay. I would just go back to that soreness until I would have to go to the restroom again, and we would go through the same cycle over and over again. But I did not take pain medication. If you feel like you need the pain medication and you're not so prone of getting constipated like me, power to you, great. But I just had to deal with it because I did not want to get constipated. So it was pretty much the same process, 3rd, 4th, 5th day. I stopped bleeding around the 6th day is when I stopped bleeding, but I'm still, to this day, I'm still having like a yellowish discharge come out, and it's very, very stinky. It smells, so I feel like I always smell. But every day that goes by, it gets a little better. I saw my doctor 10 days after, and by that time I could sit more, and it wasn't painful. I didn't have those burning sensations anymore when I went to the restroom. And the anal fissure, pretty much I didn't feel my anal fissure immediately after surgery. All I felt was the pain of the incision, not the fissure anymore. So to me, my worst pain was when I had the fissure, because when I had my fissure, it would lay me out the entire day. I would use the restroom in the morning, because I always use restroom in the morning, and I'd be laid out the whole day. I would cry when I would take my son to school. I mean, it was terrible. So if you have gone through the fissure pain itself, surgery pain is nothing compared to the actual fissure pain itself. Fissure pain itself was 10 times worse for me. So immediately after surgery, I did not feel any fissure pain. It was just the incision pain, which was, to me, it was totally manageable. There were times where it was very bad, where I was crying, but it lasted a very short while. So then 10 days later, I went to go see my doctor. She checked my incision. She said everything looked good. She said that the reason why I was leaking or was having that discharge is because, or that drainage she called it, is because there's extra space in my sphincter, like an extra hole, and my body is just trying to fill it up with liquid. So she said that would go away in time, and by that time the bleeding had stopped, and it's been getting better and better every day. There are times where I do see blood sometimes, but it's a very small tint, and the drainage that I had is becoming less and less every day. I do not have problems holding in my gas or have any leakage or anything. That was something that I was very afraid of, but I do not have issues with that, and I'm still healing. But even though I'm still healing, I don't have issues holding in gas or holding in my stool or anything. I don't have any of those issues. So thank God. That was something I was very afraid of, and I know that's a lot, something that people are very afraid of still. So yeah, so it's 3 weeks now. I will say that yesterday I did tear a bit, and I think it's just a touch and go thing. You have to just make sure that you keep your stools as buttery soft as you can. Like I said, I'm taking Miralax. I'm gonna get off of Miralax and go on Metamucil. And the reason why I didn't immediately go on Metamucil is because Metamucil just bulks up your stool. That's what it does. And when I had the fissure, I took Metamucil, and the Metamucil just made things worse because it made my stool larger. So I kind of just want to let my incision heal a little more before I get on the Metamucil, because I definitely don't want to be on Miralax for the rest of my life. But Miralax has been my savior, so I'm doing that now. Just make sure you keep your stool as soft as you can. I'm trying not to eat anything hard, any sweets. I've actually gone to a vegan diet, and I can do a video on that if you guys like. It's pretty much just nothing that's animal based, and on top of that, I'm kind of going the extra mile where I'm not eating anything hard or anything that requires more water for my intestines, like bread and pasta and stuff. And if I do eat pasta, it's like chickpea pasta and stuff like that. So I'm getting away from crunchy foods, anything like that. I'm trying to keep my stool as soft as I can, because like I said, my digestive system has just pooped out on me, and that's still something I'm working on. But at least my fissure, it's starting to heal. I did bleed yesterday, and I am a little sore today because of that. But like I said, I think it's just a touch and go, because it is a muscle that you use every day. So there will be times where some days you feel like you backtracked, but then the following day you're like, oh, I'm good. So just keep going. Just keep going. It's not as scary as you think, and as much as it sounds, because to me, my worst pain was when I had the anal fissure itself. That was horrible. That was terrible, terrible pain. So as soon as I had my sphincterotomy, the pain of the fissure itself was completely gone. I just had to deal with the pain of the incision, and that was nothing compared to what I had been going through for 5 months with my anal fissure. So if you have the opportunity to get this, go ahead and get it. If you're afraid, don't be afraid, because you've already gone through the worst pain, which is the anal fissure itself. And for me, anal leakage or anything, I have not experienced that. And don't be afraid. I tried everything. I tried creams. I tried everything. I had to resort to enemas once, and it was just horrible. And the sphincterotomy has helped a lot. In 3 weeks now, I'll come back and I'll make another video once I'm completely healed, or about to the 6-week mark when they say that you'll be completely healed. I'll come back and I'll make a video on that. But if you have any questions on the sphincterotomy itself, or you just need support or somebody to talk to, go ahead and leave a comment below, and I'll try to get back to you with my knowledge or any questions about anal fissures or food or anything. Like I said, I'm going to make another video of my anal fissure experience and how I got to get approved for a sphincterotomy. And yeah, just don't give up. I know it's a terrible place to be at, especially when doctors tell you, nope, you need more time, nope, you need more time to heal, you need more time to heal. And no matter what you're doing, you're just not healing. You're in pain. It's impairing your life. And the only thing that got me through those months, and that's getting me through now, is God himself. He has given me hope. He has helped me through this. Without God and my husband, I would be more depressed than anything in the world. And I understand that feeling of hopelessness, especially when doctors are like, no, well, you need to try the cream another month. You need to try this other cream now. You're just not eating enough fiber. And they just don't understand that you're doing everything that you are trying to do to get yourself going. And to me, my digestive system is just not where it needs to be. No matter how much water I drink, no matter how much fiber I eat. So I always need an extra supplement for that, and that's something I'm trying to work on. And yeah, if you could take the fiber supplements now, I suggest you take it now to help your stool, be as soft as you can. And the most important thing that has helped me is water. I drink 8 to 10 cups of water a day, if not more. I know they say it's not that good to drink that much water because of your electrolytes and stuff, but for me, that's the only thing that works for my intestine. If I drink anything less or anything else that's not water, I have a hard time going to the restroom the following day, and I will rip. So I have to drink water like 8-10 cups a day. I have to, and that's what's helped me. And yeah, if you guys have any comments, any questions, I will get back to you. Put them in the description, put it in the comments below, and I'll try to get back to you on that. Bye.